This is amazing. That might be my favorite thing we've eaten all day. Welcome to Cambodia. I'm Luke Martin, and this is 24 hours of street food in Phnom Penh. This is my first time in the Kingdom of Cambodia here in Southeast Asia. I'm in the sprawling capital of Phnom Penh, and I'm here to learn about the culture and cuisine of the Khmer people. I've just hopped in a tuk-tuk, and I'm heading to my first spot for breakfast, a typical Khmer style breakfast. Just arrived to the breakfast spot. This is called Bai Eng Eng. It's a really local, humble spot, and they're serving like the national breakfast of Cambodia, pork and rice called Bai Srub. So I have it here. It's very simple, but it looks absolutely delicious. So chopped pork chop with this scallion oil sauce, and then served with a fried egg. And then look at these green tomatoes over here as well. That looks really interesting. And then on the side, we've got some pickles. It looks like cucumbers, some green onions, and some julienne carrots as well. And gotta go right away for a pop on that egg. Look at that beautiful, beautiful egg yolk. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Cambodia. Let's try this. It's definitely leaning on the sweeter side, but I love the flavor of that scallion oil. It's really, really strong, and they actually just brought out some extra, so if you want to load it up, you can. Very simple, but delicious, delicious pork and rice, and then with that creamy egg yolk, oh man, that's a great way to start your day here in Phnom Penh. Okay, let's try it with some of these pickles. All kinds of different things in here, and then maybe one of these green tomatoes. So cool. Wow, again, it's like a kind of sweet pickle, a little bit of sourness, not too much vinegar in there. Gives it a nice fresh crunch though, which balances out the pork. I'm not totally sure what this scallion sauce is. It looks like there's pieces of fat floating around in there, so it might be like pork fat, but man, is it ever good. Man, it is all about that scallion sauce. So good. You'll find restaurants like this serving a Bai Srub, also called Bai Chop, all across Phnom Penh, all across Cambodia, especially in the morning. This is, like I said, the typical breakfast here in Cambodia, and this place is super humble, right on the side of the street, serving up some incredible, incredible Khmer style breakfast. That's got to be the best way to start your day here in Cambodia. And right down the street from that restaurant is another spot that's selling fried bananas, another popular snack here in Cambodia. Let's order one up. So here in Cambodia, it's called Chik Chien, the fried bananas. It's actually double deep fried. First he deep fries the bananas plain, and then he dumps them in the batter, gets them all coated, and then fries them up again for the second time, gets them super crispy. Really popular snack here in Cambodia, right on the streets of Phnom Penh. Okay, I've got my bag of Chik Chien, freshly fried bananas, and I heard a lot about Cambodia being cheap, but man, is it ever cheap. That was 1,000 reals for this bag, which is like 20 cents, I think, so really crispy, still hot. Yum. Oh, they've definitely got some sugar in the batter, and they're using unripe young green bananas, which kind of give it like a sour tartness on the inside, but because it's cooked, the banana isn't hard, it's like creamy on the inside with a nice crunchy layer on the outside. Yum. Simple, but satisfying. Continuing on our 24-hour food tour here in Phnom Penh, and this is our next spot for breakfast. It's called 126 Restaurant. This This restaurant is an institution here in Phnom Penh, 126 restaurant. They've got an English menu, so very tourist friendly. I ordered up one of their most popular dishes. It's the beef curry, beautiful looking and incredible smelling beef curry with tons of fresh herbs and a nice thick layer of oil on top. And this is eaten not with rice, but with bread. So a remnant of the French occupation of Cambodia. The baguette has become somewhat of a staple in the Khmer cuisine, and it's often eaten with dishes like this beef curry. So let's break off a piece of the baguette and go for a nice dunk in that curry, get that completely saturated. Man, I cannot get over how good this smells right now. I'm a little caught off guard because that curry tastes quite sweet, very sweet in fact, and it's got a little bit of a spice. It's not spicy, but it's really dominated by the sweetness. Let's go in for some of the beef next. So there is a lime that's been given on the side, which is good because this is, yeah, like I said, quite sweet. Tons of fresh herbs in there, onions. Let's grab a nice chunk of beef, try that out. Really tender beef. I love the texture of the beef. It just completely melts in your mouth, but it definitely is a bit too sweet for my liking. It goes better with the bread to kind of help soak up some of that sweetness. So interesting to see the bread served here in Southeast Asia. But like I said, a remnant of the occupation by the French here in Cambodia. So you see, like similar in Vietnam, they have the banh mi. Here they have Phnom Penh, which is like a baguette sandwich, and then all kinds of other dishes using bread too. Very interesting. Okay, that's it for breakfast today. This is a 24-hour non-stop street food tour of Phnom Penh. So we're going straight to lunch. We're heading to the famous Central Market next. So the Central Market is definitely one of the top attractions here in Phnom Penh. It's housed in this beautiful Art Deco building built in 1937 with this incredible domed ceiling. So inside this part is mostly jewelry and watches, but there's also a food court section and a fresh market. It's called Pasar Thame in Khmer, the Central Market. So we're gonna grab some lunch here. So many interesting exotic fruits here. This is one that I've never seen before. Have you ever seen this? This is the dragon fruit, like pink dragon fruit, but this one's yellow. I've never seen the yellow one before in my life. And I'm just heading through all the fresh stuff on my way to the cooked stuff to find some lunch. So sort of lining the perimeter of the market are all these cooked food stalls. They just have a few little stools and you're able to sit kind of right in front of where they're cooking. It's almost like a teppanyaki right here. And I picked this stall which is selling lort cha, which is a Khmer style noodle. Here's the final result. I ordered mine up with seafood, so you can see a couple shrimps in there. But the lort cha noodles are these beautiful little rice noodles. They're just short kind of needle shaped ones. And then this comes with a fried egg. You can see all the lort cha noodles right there, and this is, like I said, a Khmer style noodle, typical street food here in Cambodia. So let's try it out. Let's break into this egg. Oh, cooked well done, that's all right. And grab for sure some of those lort cha noodles. Some crunchy veg in there. It almost reminds me of pad thai, but what's really unique about this is the texture and the shape of the noodle. It's really kind of bouncy, and then it's got this really kind of thick and short shape. It's almost like udon noodles that have been chopped up into little noodles. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's got a sweetness to it too. I'm kind of realizing that Cambodians might like their food a little bit sweet. So you can order the lort cha with beef or like seafood, as I did, and I'm gonna try one of these shrimps here. It's good. It does remind me of like a Thai, pad Thai. This very tempting jar of pickled garlic is on the table here, so I'm gonna throw some of that on. Looks like pickled with chilies, maybe a little bit spicy. Oh, I think that's gonna add a lot of flavor. Yum. Oh my God. That's got a serious kick of ginger and spice. Definitely spicy. It helps balance out kind of sweetness from the lorcha noodles. Solid bowl of noodles. Yum. So the lorcha is distinctively Khmer, but beside me here, this stall, they're actually selling bun reel, which is Vietnamese. So Cambodia is smack dab in the middle between Thailand and Vietnam. So you can also get Vietnamese noodles here too. And he just started another fresh batch of the lorcha. Check this out. Like I said, it's like Japanese teppanyaki. Cook it right in front of you. That was a great plate of noodles. Really cool, it's sitting right in front of them cooking, but makes for a sweaty meal. Whew. Let's see what else we can find here at the Central Market. Okay, we just spotted a dessert stall. Look at all these colorful desserts. Oh my gosh, they must have 20 different kinds, all sorts of things. We grabbed one coconut sticky rice with custard. Thank you. So I've got my dessert and I've sat down in this little canteen here. He's selling all kinds of different drinks, and Cambodia is quite famous for their iced coffee. So I ordered up the iced coffee with milk, and if you've never been to Southeast Asia, you may never have seen the excessive use of plastic when ordering coffee. You've got plastic lid, plastic cup, plastic bag to carry your plastic cup, and then a plastic straw in a plastic sheath. So definitely not environmentally friendly, but that is the way they do it here. And then here is my dessert. This is sticky rice with custard, and then she's smothered it in coconut cream. I'm gonna try this out. Grab a piece of custard, get down there deep for the sticky rice. Yum, that's amazing. Super coconutty. The custard is just creamy, melts in your mouth. And then the sticky rice almost has a bit of a savoriness to it, so it balances it out. Oh, that's a really phenomenal dessert, actually. Yum. All right, let's wash that down with some iced coffee. Strong. That was some black coffee that he put in there. That was seriously strong. And not too sweet, surprisingly. What a cool place. It's like so old school in here. The walls are just completely covered in soot from all the smoke and charcoal that they've been cooking in here for decades. But really cool atmosphere, I love it. Really cool market, the Central Market here in Phnom Penh. It definitely is a little bit touristy, but it is an authentic Khmer market, that's for sure. I am stuffed, so I'm gonna take in a little bit of sightseeing while I digest before we go for dinner tonight. So I've come to Wat Phnom, one of the many beautiful Buddhist temples here in Phnom Penh. This might be the most popular for tourists to visit. It does cost $1 US to enter if you're a foreigner. So something kind of interesting about Cambodia is they have a dual currency system. They have both US dollars and reals. So I'd recommend bringing some US dollars for sure, but you can use both currencies.
This is an incredibly beautiful temple, and I particularly love all the paintings, which are completely covering all of the walls and ceiling of the inside of this temple. And you can see that they've been burning incense here for a very long time as well, because the walls are starting to get black with the soot from the incense smoke. But just an incredibly peaceful and beautiful temple. So that is Wat Phnom, very beautiful, very peaceful, and I just saw something that I've never seen before. It is honestly insane. I have to show you this. So just down the street from Wat Phnom, you can find this tree here, and what's special about this tree is the millions of bats that are living in it. So they're flying foxes. They're just packed in this tree. They're not in any other tree, they're just in this tree, and when I walked by it yesterday, they were also here too. So this is always available to see just down the street from Wat Phnom. They're squealing, they're screaming, you can smell the guano, the bat crap. And I've never seen anything quite like it before. Really crazy. They're huge too. So many of them. For dinner tonight in Phnom Penh, we've come to a real local spot. This one is seriously hidden. You would just walk right past it and never notice. And they're serving a very popular Khmer noodle dish called Nam Bang Chok, and this is it right here. It is a rice noodle that has been completely smothered in a fish and coconut curry. And then down at the bottom, there are some veggies. There are banana blossoms, shredded banana blossom, it looks like, some cucumbers as well, some greens, and these are rice noodles. It's almost like the Khmer equivalent of Thai kanam jin, and then it's served with a beautiful platter of all kinds of veg, so tons of herbs, and then also these pickles here, which look to be maybe a little bit spicy. Over here we've got some chilies as well, and then back here some lime. I'm just gonna go in right away and just try it as is. That is a beautiful, beautiful looking bowl of noodles. So it definitely does have like a seafood flavor. It's not like fishy or anything, but it's a nice kind of seafood flavor with a little sweetness from the coconut. And then those noodles are just super slippery and thin. Okay, I'm gonna start just adding tons of stuff here. All kinds of herbs. This looks like basil, all kinds of different things. You just kind of chuck it in there and mix it around. And then maybe go for a squeeze of lime as well. And I'm not really sure you're supposed to like mix these pickles in here, or you're just supposed to eat them on the side. I'll just put them on top for now. I might be doing that wrong. Let's go in for another bite though. Yum. Oh, it tastes amazing with a squeeze of lime, those fresh herbs. The noodles do a really amazing job at just retaining all of that broth, that curry. And then let's go in for some of these pickles too, which are really interesting. I can see some little bits of chili on there. Let's try that. A little bit sweet, a little bit spicy, and one ingredient that I love is this right here. Oh, that shredded banana blossom. It's really unique. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not bitter, but it does have like a tinge of bitterness, which is amazing. I just love this style of noodles where you have all these fresh herbs. It does kind of also remind me of like Vietnamese food and Thai food, but this is very much Khmer cuisine, and you can just add tons of that. It gives it such a fresh kick. And then going for some chilies, break those up a little bit, grab a red one too, and then get everything mixed in good. All those fresh herbs give it such a beautiful aroma. Those banana blossoms. Oh yeah, look at how beautiful that is. I think I got a little bit of everything in there. Yeah. That is just a solid bowl of noodles. That might be my favorite thing we've eaten all day. I feel like Cambodia is one of those countries that's a little bit lesser known here in Southeast Asia, oftentimes overlooked for its popular neighbors like Thailand and Vietnam, but definitely don't miss it. It's totally worth the visit. Phnom Penh, very chill city. The people here are incredibly friendly, and the food has been absolutely delicious. We had a great day of eating here in Phnom Penh. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell icon so you're notified, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.